What's going on, guys? It's Tommy D. This is the first episode of a new podcast series that I'm creating on film analysis and cinema. It's going to be an array of insight on different filmmaking processes. Also, I'm going to analyze different films that I've seen that I liked, maybe break it apart, talk about the things I disliked, things that I loved. Really try to encompass the full gamut of the whole filmmaking process. So, I mean, this is the first episode. It's sort of a pilot episode or a trial episode. The first film I want to talk about that I saw, which was at the end of 2025, was One Battle After Another by Paul Thomas Anderson. What can I say? Paul Thomas Anderson is an absolute G when it comes to directing. That movie was had me on the edge of my seat. It was unstoppable. The performances in that film was simply incredible. Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn. It was just an unbelievable performance by all these people. Tiana Taylor, I've never heard of her. She had a great performance as well. But really, the juxtaposition of the seriousness of Leonardo DiCaprio's character with Benicio del Toro's almost comedic relief was it really encompassed the fullness of emotions. It was really a great movie. Highly recommend it. Paul Thomas Anderson, if you're not familiar with his work, he sort of bridges the gap between drama and sort of comedic elements. Boogie Nights, he did a lot of great films. He did There Will Be Blood, which was more of a serious film. But One Battle After Another, it was like the perfect mixture of action thriller with drama and almost like these comedic elements as well. The cinematography in that film was amazing. It started out a little bit slow. There was this whole social sort of aspect to it. So you kind of have to bear with it the first 15 minutes. But then it really gets going. It's a 3-hour movie. Oh wait, how many minutes is it? It is, hold on, let me Google this. Pretty sure it's just over 3 hours. You know what? I'm not even gonna Google it. It's just over 3 hours, but it had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. You don't realize how much time passes by. If you haven't seen that film, highly recommend it. Paul Thomas Anderson rocked it. So good. I think that a big aspect of that movie, aside from the performances, is the script. Let me see who wrote that script. I'm pretty sure maybe Paul Thomas Anderson actually wrote that screenplay as well. Yeah, it was written by Paul Thomas Anderson. I think he writes and directs all of his films, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, that screenplay was unreal because the aside from the action, the dialogue was crisp, precise. Um, when the comedic elements were there, it really made me crack up. There's this one scene, if you haven't seen it, where Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who is, I think his name is Bob in the movie. Yeah, it's not Bill, it's Bob. Um, he's been sort of in this dormitory sort of uh, in this sort of way. He was in like this dormitory. I can't speak. Dormitory mode where he did some messed up stuff in the past, but he was out of it because he had a child and he was taking care of his kid. It's many years went by, maybe 15 or 16 years went by, but he gets a call that this situation is arising and that he has to remember this code. And so many years goes by, he can't remember this code, and Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Bob, was incredibly frustrated because he knows that he has to save his daughter, but he can't remember this code, and the person on the other end won't give up the code until he remembered what it was. That's just, I guess, what protocol was. And what was funny is when Leonardo DiCaprio, because he was kind of like a powerhouse back in the day, his character was a powerhouse back in the day. When he finally was able to get the code, it was just something that you would never expect. And it was like very philosophical. And it just made me crack up because Paul Thomas Anderson like just brings people through the screenplay, brings people through this sort of journey with the character. And when finally the reveal of the code was mentioned, no one would have ever gotten it. And Leonardo DiCaprio's character also makes light of that in the film. Sean Penn was just unbelievable in that movie. He played this very dark sort of military character, and he was this stern, stoic, just ruthless character. He really did a phenomenal job. I'm not going to give away the ending, but the ending of his character was just messed up. Just a crazy film. Highly recommend it. Maybe I didn't do it justice, but whatever. This is a pilot episode. This is me just practicing. And hopefully I can dive a little bit deeper. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually start watching films, taking notes on films, and really talking about this in more detail. This is me just sort of going off the cuff. And it's a test run. So yeah. Peace.